Nicole.
Yes.
You?
No,
What's your name?
I'm Karen.
Karen, Jose, Giovanni, and Gil.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you if you were born blind.
No, I was not.
How did you
I
end
got
up
meningitis back in 1998, and it damaged my optical nerve.
And do you remember your sight? Do you remember anything?
Yeah, of course,
So you
absolutely, yeah.
So you remember the sky and everything, how people look?
I
That's
do,
good.
and that's a good thing. Yeah,
So you
I
could
do
dream.
remember everything. Really. For example, I don't know Miami at all. I got born before coming here. I had the chance to travel a little bit, so I know a little bit of Europe, and of course my country, my native country, which is Cuba. Oh yes, and that's what I know. So at least I was lucky enough to see a lot of stuff. And Miami, I know about Miami because of the description of my friends and family. And I just definitely, I do remember colors. Yeah.
So what age were you?
I was 28. I was 28 years old
When you first?
when I got born. Yeah, when I got blind.
Oh.
I mean, when the process started, because it took time for me to be the way I am right now. It was a slow process.
So gradually.
It was, yeah, it was
Were you the
gradual.
only one in your family?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was
There's no one else blind in my family.
Okay.
But you lived a long time, like being able to see them since you turned blind when you were 20.
Excuse me?
You lived a long time seeing before this happened when you were 22.
Yeah.
So you
Absolutely.
have dreams so you can see.
Still dream in colors.
Wow.
So,
That's good.
yeah, I do remember a moment of my life in which the time to go to sleep was the best time in my day, because it was the moment, the only moment, the moment in which I could dream, the moment in which I could see. Right now, no. Right now, my life is much better.
Better now?
Huh?
You think it's better now?
My life?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about the hardest moment, the moment of the transition, the moment in which,
For you to adjust.
yeah, just to adjust to the new condition. I realized that when I fall asleep, I could see in my dreams. So that was a really nice moment. Were really nice moments to me. But now it's kind of it's interesting because still manage part of my dreams. My life is it's really more interesting than my dreams usually.
But you never dream that you cannot see. You always can see in all of your dreams, or sometimes
It's
it's like
interesting, you know. No,
Your
Educational background.
my educational background, believe it or no, I studied theater.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I graduated of acting and theater direction in Cuba, the Instituto Superior de Arte, which is a university of arts in Cuba. It's the highest art school in Cuba.
Wow.
And I studied there for 5 years, and that's my career, and that's what I do. Also, that's my full-time job. Here at the college, I have a part-time, and in my life, still working and directing theater.
Wow.
That's what I do. Yeah,
That's really, really interesting.
yeah.
And how did you get started in Access Services?
In acting,
In Access Services?
in Access,
Yes.
I was doing AmeriCorps. Have you heard about AmeriCorps before?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Who, Jose?
Yeah.
You, Jose?
Yeah, I want to join the Peace Corps actually when I'm doing my bachelor's in action maybe wanted to start something in the Marine Corps I know so it could look good on my resume.
Yeah, it does look good.
Yeah. It looks awesome actually.
Well, someone called me from here, from this apartment, asking me if I wanted to become an AmeriCorps member. I said no, thank you. I don't want to. I don't care. I don't know what is that, and I don't care either. And it took time, but she insisted, and finally I had a conversation about what was AmeriCorps, and I decided to do it as a part-time while I was studying here, and I did it with the Red Cross. Once I finished the Red Cross, I did AmeriCorps Red Cross. They called me to keep working here at the Access, and I accepted.
Wow.
At the beginning I said not, of course, because that's normal. I don't like too much of the changes, and I didn't want it too much to disrupt my plans. So I was, you have some stuff in mind, but then all the plans come across, and then you change your mind and your life change. And that's how I started working here.
What exactly did you do in the Red Cross, Mr. Dominguez?
Excuse me?
What exactly did you do? Like, what were your comments about what you did in class?
I did everything less damage assessments. I couldn't make it. I did presentations to educate the population about the warriors on how to face fires, hurricanes, or the natural disasters. So that's what they call community presentations.
Yeah, community development.
You go as part of a team to do a presentation, different venues. Here in Access we came once to do a presentation here in our department before I was working here, and community centers, schools, hospitals, different places you can go to educate the population, senior centers, all of these places.
How long was your service for?
Huh?
How long was your service for?
1 year.
1 year.
1 complete year. Also, I did outreach. My specialty was people with disability and special needs. So I was working mostly with that population, of course, because I was more into that topic, and they chose for me to work with that specific population. Still working with students with disabilities here in our department.
Do you find that they have a lot of services to help?
Yeah, what kind of services does Access provide?
Access?
Yes.
A lot of things. You have no idea.
Like what?
For example, we work providing any kind of accommodations students with disabilities may need. And when I say student with disability, it's a really, really huge variety of disabilities.
Any kind, right?
Excuse me?
Any kind?
Any kind, yeah. Of course, we can't work with people who have severe disabilities because unfortunately they can't achieve college levels. But any other student who's able to achieve college levels, we work with. I'm talking about autism, people with motor or developmental problems, like learning problems, mental illness, physical disabilities like mine, being blind, deaf. So we can provide note-taking. Any student who is taking classes, if it's liable for a note-taker, we send a note-taker to that class to help the student taking notes. For example, Margaret always has a note-taker in classes with her. But students who are blind, who are deaf, they have a note-taker and sign language interpreters. Those
That's great.
services,
That's really, really good.
and 2 sign language interpreters. Those services are provided by us. The sign language interpreter is only able to perform for over 15 minutes. They need to get a break of 15 minutes,
Right.
and then the other one comes and replaces.
So that they don't get tired.
That's what it is in my math class, yeah. So this was the first time I seen that in the college.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, why does this girl have 2 interpreters? And they went ahead and explained it to us on the first day of class. Every
Because it's
15
a
minutes.
lot.
Yeah.
They take turns.
And they get a lot of money.
And
Excuse
became
me?
blind.
Yeah.
Do you think you would have never became blind? Do you think you still would have worked in the field and volunteered in the field that you have done, like the AmeriCorps, the Red Cross, Access Service?
If I wouldn't have been blind,
Yeah.
that's something that I can't tell you. You never know what's gonna happen.
You think it led
No,
you
it was
to-
not in my mind. That's interesting. I never thought on people with disabilities before. So that's not my part of my life. And it's interesting because once you become someone with disability, you start seeing life in a different way, in a completely different way. But that's another thing we do. We provide disability awareness trainings for agencies and for different venues, institutions, and offices, because it's important that people know how to manage someone who has any kind of disabilities. And yes,
And for
it's-
them to manage themselves.
Huh?
And for them, and to help them manage with themselves. Right?
yeah, exactly. And the most important part is that you see yourself as safe. You think you are safe, but you are not. You're not. To be disabled is something that can happen
In a
in
second.
5 seconds. Yeah. Just got a crash and you are in a wheelchair, for example. Someone who has breast cancer, they got a disability. There are many things they can do. It's temporal, but still a disability. And there's some stuff, and there are some areas which are gonna be affected. When you have diabetes, which is something very common in our population, you get a disability. You
There's a lot of
can
things
even
you can't
get
do.
blind, your life
Yeah, you
can
can go
drastically
blind as
change.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said you can go blind as well
In a
with
car accident
diabetes.
or
Yeah,
anything.
of course. Of course. There are many other ways to
I see you
get
have
a
a wedding
disability.
ring on. You
You have what?
You have a wedding ring on? Are you married?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay.
Were you married before?
No,
Oh.
I was married after I got blind.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Is your wife also visually impaired or no?
Excuse me?
Is your wife also visually impaired?
No, she's not.
He's not.
She's not. More questions.
Is that it? Well, I have one question.
Yeah.
How do you shave your face?
How do what?
You shave your face.
How do I shave my face?
Yeah.
Well,
Do
sometimes
you do it?
I shave my face very well. Sometimes I don't.
Oh, okay.
Just touching. You have to touch your face.
Oh, okay, so you just shave it all off. So that's how. Because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if you were gonna do a design, you can't.
Yeah, no, maybe your wife would shave.
No.
Would she shave you? No?
No.
You're gonna cut
Not
him.
my face. No, I shave. No, my wife has to do a lot of things for me.
Do you have any kids?
No, we don't.
No?
No, yet.
Okay.
No. Although I'm very independent and I can do a lot of things, there are many things she has to do for me and at home. No, so whatever I can do by myself and whatever I can do for her, I'll do it because definitely she has extra job. Although I'm very independent, I can tell you I carry a company which is Anti-Heroes Project. That's my performing company. And I can run a business by myself, but it's really, really hard. If you don't have a help, here is my card.
Okay.
I'll give it for you if you want.
What is that? It's like performing arts?
Yeah, that's my
Shadow, I think.
Shadow? Oh.
Shadow. I got Shadow in 2004. We have been together.